Hey everyone, today we're going to learn about the metabolism. A lot of people want to lose weight, and we here at Prime try to understand why we want to lose weight. A lot of times it is feeling more confident, sometimes it is a little bit of aesthetics, they want to look better, but really when it gets down to it, most people's why behind losing weight comes to feeling better, which typically means having more energy, feeling more vibrant, being able to do things that you used to be able to do. Either way, the equation to weight loss and the equation to feeling better is going to be the same. So I'm going to dive down a little bit of nerdy metabolism science for everyone to try to simplify the process of how you can feel better and also lose weight at the same time. Most people think we just have to cut calories to lose weight. Well, I'm gonna do a little bit of calorie math in a minute for you. People think they can go on this fad diet and lose a bunch of weight, but does it stay off? It's not usually sustainable. It doesn't stay away. We look at the Biggest Loser example for that and how many participants typically put the weight back on or more after that extreme situation that they enter to lose the weight in the first place. So hopefully this can guide you a little bit on your journey. All right, let's dive into some fun metabolism science. This is stuff that we learned in college, and then all this fad stuff has come out that has told us, oh, we don't need to worry about the amount of calories we eat, it's just what we eat and things will change. Well, typically what changes is when we eat better, there's less high calorie and processed foods in there, so we end up eating less. So really calorie science is still the right way to do it, but we just have to understand metabolism and how it changes. So there are a couple of major numbers that we need to know. The first one is your basal metabolic rate, BMR. BMR is how much it takes to just live. If you're not doing anything, just sitting around, just your organs working, let's say that's about 1,400 calories a day, just approximately, okay? These are numbers that are not specific to anyone in general, but an average number that you might find. Really the number we need to look at is your total daily energy expenditure, TDEE. Total daily energy expenditure encompasses basal metabolic rate, the thermic effect factor of food, exercise activity, and non-exercise activity. And that equation is usually going to bump us up a fair amount more. So let's say someone's total daily energy expenditure is 2,100 calories a day, which isn't that high actually when we look at most people, okay? Then we know through some old school calorie science that 1 pound of fat would cost us 3,500 calories. So if we deplete by 3,500 calories, we will lose 1 pound of fat. If we do that over 7 days, as you can see, that would be 500 a day, right? Diving into some fun math stuff. I know people don't want to learn math usually, but this isn't too complicated, all right? So that means I just have to eat 1,600 calories a day. Now, let's go over what those results would mean. So at 1,600 calories a day, what we see is that people tend to actually live there for too long. People don't always know this, but our metabolism is not proactive. Our metabolism doesn't actually slow down between the ages of 20 and 60. And then at 60, it does take a little bit of a dive. But from 20 to 60, there's an insignificant change in our metabolism. But people are like, well, I have a slow metabolism. I'm 40 now and my metabolism just slows down. That's not how it works. If our metabolism gets slower, it's because it's reactive to the environment we're in. So if I require 2,100 calories per day to just live my life with my total daily energy expenditure, and I'm eating 1,600 calories a day, I'm not just gonna wither away to nothing and lose a pound every week for the rest of my life. My body won't allow me to do that. So what might happen? I might change my metabolism. And my metabolism can take insults in many ways. That can be inflammation from oxidative stress. It can be overworking and overtraining, not just undereating, but it can be undereating as well. So if I look at undereating over a long period of time, my body's going to react. And what we found in some studies, and I will post these as well, A lot of this comes from Herman Poncer, who's a researcher out of Duke, and he wrote the book Burn. I would highly recommend the book Burn for anyone listening to this who really wants to dive into a little bit more about metabolism and understanding the why behind what we're talking about. So if I eat that little amount of food for a long period of time, my body might react by shrinking my organs to lower my basal metabolic rate. We really think this is due to our body's survival mechanisms. So it says, oh, I'm under eating, but I still need to be able to run away from a lion. So I need to transition my body into a hibernation mode or a storage mode. So I'm storing energy for later, so then I can pull it back out. So we'll store that as fat. We can't store protein. We only use protein to build. We can store a certain amount of carbs and pretty much unlimited amounts of fat. So if we run out of that carb storage, we're going to be storing some fat. Okay? So this is going to help us understand now how to lose weight and how to avoid more disease. First, we have to eat high quality food. That is rule number one. But after we make the shift and the lifestyle change to eat well, now we need to understand how much our body needs. If I've been in a state of hibernation for a significant amount of time, I have to re-spark my metabolism. Very possible. I just have to eat enough food. And this is hard for a lot of people to wrap their heads around. If we eat enough food for a certain amount of time, our weight will stabilize. You won't just gain weight. You might gain a little bit because we're going to add some water back in, and that's okay. However, we have had some people that lose weight during this caloric increase because the body's like, oh man, I finally have abundance and I can finally let go. After this, if you want to chase weight loss, one, at a stable metabolism, your body will maintain a weight, and you might even lose weight if you're doing good activities like strength training that will help increase metabolism as well, because we're going to increase the metabolic tissue we have. But if we're really on a weight loss journey, once we get a stable metabolism, and not until then, otherwise my body's going to go into storage mode, it's going to sense a threat and not be interested in letting your body shed weight. So get the balanced metabolism, and then you can cut some calories for a small period of time, and you will see a shift in weight. But after that small period of time, we want to reset your metabolism again. Otherwise, your body's going to create these long-term adaptations that happen to most people in this world. I hope this sheds some light on beginning steps that you can take to increase your health, increase your energy, and if you want, also lose a little bit of weight.